Wondered why most of the times infants just die. Children that they just give birth, all of a sudden, probably the mother wakes up in the morning and found her child, found her child dead. Yes, this condition is called sudden infant death syndrome. Okay. I'm using the United States rates because I don't know the rates of Nigeria. Like about 200 to 300 babies die every year because of no reason. So this condition is when an infant dies because of no reason, like you just wake up and your child dies. Yes, so this video I'm going to be opening your eyes on the causes, how to prevent this. Okay, most of the time on the causes, there really is no causes, right? They've not really, the scientists have not really found out an exact cause, but these are the things that have been like a risk factor. These are the things that have been linked to an infant dying all of a sudden. Number one is it's called vulnerability. There are infants that are vulnerable at a particular stage in their life, and this condition, these things makes them vulnerable. So number one is being born prematurely. Infants that are born prematurely, they didn't stay up to the normal days they're supposed to stay in the womb before they give birth. Okay, I'm not saying this is, but these are the risk factors. Number two is infants that their parents smoked during pregnancy or took alcohol during pregnancy. Yes, now you will think you did not smoke, but if you're staying in a place where people are smoking, you are smoking, and that child will or might be affected. Okay, this is called secondary smoke. If you're going to club where you inhale shisha, you inhale smoke, you are smoking. In fact, you're smoking more than the people smoking because you're inhaling the whole thing in your system. So you need to be careful. Now, these are the things you will do to prevent these things from happening. Number one, place your baby, if you want your baby to sleep, place your baby on their back like this to sleep. Okay, even if you want to place them in the front, you have to really watch them, but the correct way is to place your baby at the back if they are sleeping. Now, don't share a bed with your baby. If you must, it has to be a very big bed, but it is not recommended to share a bed with your baby. If you're drunk, your husband drinks, or any of your spouses drinks and smoke, you should not share a bed with your baby. And make sure you use a firm bed. Don't use bed that can fold on itself, because it can fold on the baby, because the babies, the way they just run around in the bed and stuff, they can just fold. And remove every clothes on the baby's bed. So make sure you remove clothes, extra pillows from the baby, because they can shift their hands or their legs and the thing will end up, it will stuff on their nose and they can die. They can suffocate and you might not even know because you're doing something else. Another one is this keep your baby's head uncovered. Most people, when they want to make their baby sleep, they take maybe like something like a wrapper or something to cover their baby's head in the bit to prevent cold. This is dangerous because the baby can, there's a way he will sleep, and the wrapper or the cord or whatever or the cap just falls and covers his nose. Okay, if you must do this, you need to be constantly monitoring your baby. Right, so these are the things you shouldn't do. I've mentioned you don't smoke during pregnancy. Don't stay where people that are smoking are. Do not sleep in a chair with your baby, or do not sleep with your baby. You might just be staying on a chair and you just with your baby and you doze off. Your baby doze off. This is very dangerous. The baby can fall, or your hair or something can just stuff the nose. Right. Make sure your baby is not too cold and is not too hot. Check your baby's temperature. Be very, very careful because of this, right? And if your baby is born prematurely, that is, if your baby is born below 2.5 kg, you need to also be careful, okay? Visit the hospital. If there's any issue that happens, make sure you notify your doctor immediately, right? So let's get to, if you notice these things, please either take your baby to the doctor or you call an emergency response if you have in your country, right? If your baby has fits once, even if he or she fits and the baby immediately became okay, please take that baby to the hospital. Let your doctor know about this. If your baby will not wake up, take the baby to the hospital. If your baby seems unconscious, you don't know what is going on, let your baby get to the hospital. If your baby is struggling to breathe, sometimes he struggles to breathe and he becomes okay, take that baby to see a doctor, right? So if you have more questions, please let me know. Another very important fact, please, breastfeeding is okay. It's the best. Okay, breastfeed your baby. Breastfeeding does not sag the breasts. I keep saying it. You can watch that video on where I told you why breastfeeding does not sag the breast. What actually sags your breast? Okay, and after birth, what actually sags your breast? It's not breastfeeding, right? So like this video, share. Let me know if you have more questions. Subscribe. If you don't like, I won't do more. Please like so that I will do more.